politician, and briefly, you were running for state senate, or state assemblyman.
That's right. Legislature, Congress.
Right.
Yeah.
So we are entering this huge election season.
Sure.
And I gotta hear your thoughts on, first of all, is Donald Trump going to go all the way through and get the nomination?
I think that he is going to. Now, history says no. History says the front runner at this point dies off and dies off hard. Now, with that said, Donald Trump is a little bit different. People actually know what they're getting into with Trump. His life has been out there, including the bad stuff. In fact, particularly the bad stuff. He's never been given a fair shake in the media. You only hear about these negative things, and he's going up in the polls. He has the immigration comment, which lands him in hot water. He moves up 0.5% in the polls. He has the John McCain comment, which it sounded like even he would have liked to have run back. He goes up 6 points in the polls. The guy, again, when you bring up history, usually a guy starts with a big lead and he only fades, and you just hope the election ends before he drops beneath 2, 3, 4, and 5. In Trump's case, he is gaining on the competition. Historically, this has also never been done. I'm excited about him. He's the guy that I'm backing as of right now because of his candid talk.
Yeah, and
just because of his straight talk.
And do you think some of the tracking is because Americans are kind of sick and tired of the politicians?
100%.
Because really nothing's getting done.
Nothing's getting done, and people don't want the way they talk, and these other politicians aren't learning from it. Did you hear O'Malley? He's running as a Democrat. Okay, he comes out with a statement. He says, Black lives matter, white lives matter, all lives matter. That's a wonderful statement. What a great thing to say.
Right.
And he could have gone further with it. He could say old lives matter, young lives matter. I'm a pet guy. He could have said dogs matter and cats matter. I'm on board. Wonderful thing to say. Well, he got pushback, surprisingly, but he got pushback for slipping in white lives matter. When the pushback came, he came out and apologized for saying it. Could you imagine Donald Trump apologizing?
No.
Donald Trump would have said what I just said. He would have said, listen, I could have gone further with it. All lives matter. Human beings matter. Come on. The guy comes out and apologizes. So Trump's kicking his ass. Trump's kicking everybody's ass. And he's doing it just by speaking straight. That's all he does, and he doesn't backtrack when the polls come out the next day. I like Jeb Bush.
I like Jeb Bush too.
But it's hard to love Jeb Bush because he's a politician, and he talks like one. And getting an answer out of him is a little clearer than some guys, but it's not as clear as Trump, and it's frustrating.
What do you think of Rubio?
Okay, Marco Rubio has done nothing but impress me. At first, he struck me as a little bit young. He's definitely a politician. He's definitely very well spoken. He's trained in that. But he has lately been breaking away. He lately has understood that straight talk matters.
Now, what would happen if Donald and Marco teamed up?
I think that they would do well. I want to see Donald on top and Marco on the bottom of that ticket, but I'm not quite ready to say that yet. You know, it's still very early, and I even want to reserve my own opinion to change my mind. Right now, I am a little drunk on excitement on Donald Trump just because he's so refreshing. I've never had the opportunity in my life, and neither has any viewer, to vote for a guy that's not a politician. It's never happened.
Oh, we've had that opportunity. Ross Perot.
Okay, in 1992. Now, I was a little young. I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And you would have just been across the line, so
Right.
I guess you could have voted for him, but
Right.
I couldn't.
Finally, Cruz. What do you think of Cruz?
I like Cruz. He's overrated. A lot of people think he's going to win the nomination. That's absolutely not true. I think that he's a very good man, but again, he's a politician. He needs to take off the $8,000 suit. He needs to take off the hair and makeup and come out and be a real guy and talk to Americans. If
Or
you
just
don't,
change your name to Mitt Romney.
yeah, sure, you could do that. He just got a $15 million bump by two brothers. That's some people that really believe in him, and people believe that he's going to be the guy that comes from behind and beats everyone. I think if there's an outsider, it's going to be Walker. I think that Rand Paul had a ton of excitement and shot himself in the foot a little bit. Nothing that he can't recover from, but I think he stumbled a little bit. But again, Trump is a regular dude. Trump is showing up in a regular, he looks goofy. He's wearing these goofy hats. He's speaking clearly. He's paying for everything himself. He's admitting everything from the divorces to he donated to Hillary to bankruptcy law to that I'm rich. You know, Mitt Romney tried to run from that.
I know.
Donald Trump came out and said in his first interview, he said, I'm very rich. Then turned out he had like $8 billion more than people thought he had. He's very rich.
Yeah.
He told us the truth. If you don't know, you damn sure should know. My name is Chael Sonnen, and you are watching MMA Noise on Louder Noise.